Hi guys, and welcome to my Last of Us Part 2 review. Man, I just can't believe how this game turned out. Still sucks, man. It's gonna take a few days for me to get over this game. But eventually, I'll forget about this game. And it'd be like it never existed. Man, why did they let a new team take over this game? Especially the person who directs the game. Like, it isn't the original director from the first game. It's actually someone who thought, like, women in video games are always like damsels in distress, but I guess he's never played Tomb Raider or Horizon Zero Dawn, so I don't know. I don't know where he's been. Has been living under a rock, but yeah, that's basically the person who ruins this game, and the reason why. Well, I just don't know if I can start talking about spoilers yet, but man, I don't know. Maybe a little bit non-spoilers. So yeah, I just don't know where to start. I could start with a place where I don't know positives. Well, there was positives, but they all become negatives afterwards because it kind of creates an illusion that this game's actually good and where people are giving it 10 out of 10. It's just so many things, man. But I could say the things that were positives and why they became delusions. So first, I'll start with the gameplay. The gameplay definitely was an improvement from the first game, but it's still a delusion though. Just to make you just to distract you from the bad storytelling in this game. Same with the graphics. Yeah, beautiful sights is not gonna blind me for what they've done to the story and everything. Oh man, maybe I should have waited a bit, but I just wanted to get away from this game. Like I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't even want to acknowledge it. Like yeah, so that's why I'm making this when I'm not even fully ready to make it. And then there's a character. I don't know if I should talk about her now, but yeah, Dina. Like she's a character that probably was my favorite new character they introduced, but yeah, by the end, I didn't really like her. And then there's Jesse. I didn't really get to develop him enough yet. There's just a lot of things, man. And then Abby, I'll talk about it when I'm talking about spoilers, because she's the main reason this game is bad. Uh, Alright, guys, so screw it. I'm just gonna talk about spoilers now. So, spoilers if you haven't played the game. So, where do I start? Abby. She's the reason why this game's ruined. They basically used her for to replace Joel, which, yeah, they killed Joel, which is the biggest mistake in the game. And what made it become disappointing instantly, just from the first 2 hours of playing the game, because if you're someone who loved The Last of Us 1 and then you somehow love The Last of Us 2, I'm sorry, you're not a true Last of Us fan, because everything they did with Joel, everything they built up, they just destroyed it in like the first 2 hours of the sequel, like just for this character. Um, it's such a dumb choice. Like this director is an idiot. It's like I even played the first game or something, but the obscene scenes, maybe just a bit of it, but I don't know. I just don't know how the actors feel. Like the ones who were in the first game. Like, what did they think of this game? Cause it's a mess. Ugh. And then, yeah, because Abby's basically the one who kills Joel, and that scene just made me so mad. And then they make you play as her, like, so yeah, from that moment, it went from disappointing like a 7 out of 10. Then when you play as Abby, a 6 out of 10, and then trying to make us care about Abby, 5 out of 10. The storyline with those kids that she saves, and that goes nowhere. Well, kinda. That makes it lose more points, and then it's kind of like with that moment where Abby goes get revenge because she loses her friends, I guess, which are okay. I just hate that they try to make us care about the person who killed Joel. Because imagine your favorite video game character and they get killed by the character, and then you have to play it as that character and try to make care about that character. Like, would you still like the game? And if you do, then I don't really understand you. Like, they killed your favorite character and then you're fine with that. That makes no sense. But yeah, I just know there's people out there who are mad at this game. Because just everything they did with Joe, man. Just that, all that development from Joe losing his daughter, which, you know, that's like one of the saddest video game scenes ever, to then finding a new daughter in Ellie, and then what he has to do to save her, which I guess makes the situation and why Abby wants revenge, because Joe kills her father when Joe's trying to save Ellie at the end of the first game. It's still a stupid storyline. They could have made it better. And to some degree, I feel like Joe had to die, but it's just the way that they did it. It's just really bad. Joe deserved better. If he was gonna die, it should have been like a sacrifice, like Lee Everett on The Walking Dead. Telltale's The Walking Dead, yeah. And I've already talked about that in my other video, but yeah. He's basically the perfect example of what they could have done, but they just went in this really bad direction just to get rid of Joe and make Abby the new Spotlight character. And then I hate that they use Dina as the reason why people are hating on this game, which I think I said that in that other video as well. Yeah, my first complaining about this game video. Yeah, but I just don't know when people are gonna realize what they've actually done to the game. Or people who played this game go to the first game and realize, oh, I see why people are mad at this game now. Like, I just don't know how long it's gonna take, because right now this game's still doing well, even though it's got hate. But in the long run, I don't think it's gonna make more sales. It's just right now, while the game's out and new. It's not gonna be like The Witcher 3 where it just made a huge comeback. I can't see it doing that with how it destroys everything. Yeah, because look at Death Stranding. Like, that was my favorite game of 2019, but a lot of people didn't like it, and look at it now, it's doing much better. I can't see it with this game, because I really want to get this game out of my head. I just don't want to think about it anymore. That's why I just decided to make it now. Yeah. But yeah, I just hate that they make us play as Abby, and then they just waste our time with, you know, these two other characters. Well, one of the characters doesn't even work out. Like Yara, like these two sisters. Like, I did care about them because they basically get like kidnapped or something, right? From because their mother is like held hostage or something. I wasn't really paying attention to the story at that point because I just wanted this game to be over. And I actually think I completed it faster than the time you would like the average time you'd complete the game, which is 25 hours. But I think I beat below 20 hours because I just wanted the game to be over. The moment I started hating the game, like, yeah, I was just rushing through it. I didn't even care about a lot of fights. And if I upload the rest, then you'll be able to tell. Yeah. And I didn't want to use my mic anymore. I just hate the game. Yeah. What else, man? Should I still talk about more what they did to Joe, man? And Jesse, really. They killed one of the best video game characters ever, and then Jesse, like, when he was starting to get developed, they kill him. Also, the over delusion to make us think that Joe's gonna be alive in this game. In the trailers, where a lot of the scenes where you see Joe, it's actually a different character in the actual game. Like that scene where Ellie gets grabbed on the mouth, and then it's revealed as Joel in the trailer, but in the game it's Jesse. Yeah. I just, oh my god, there's like so many things. I don't even know if I'll be able to cover everything because I'm just at the point where I just don't want to talk about this game anymore. It's an absolute mess, man. I'm getting rid of the game right now. Like, there's no way I'm doing New Game Plus or anything. Yeah, I'm just done. because right now the Last of Us franchise is damaged, and I don't even want to go back to the first game for a while. This is kind of how I felt when I watched Terminator Dark Fate. It damaged the original movies for me, like the first two movies, the first two Terminator movies, and then Star Wars. Ugh. These are the people who are ruining stuff. Like they think like females are not really treated well in movies, and they actually are. So they just push them so much where they just want to kill off the previous characters that made the franchise good in the first place, and then did it all wrong. Because Princess Leia, like she's a legendary Star Wars character. Like I just don't get what these people are thinking. That are ruining everything that was good. Ruining Star Wars, ruining Terminator, which Terminator was already going bad anyway, but to the point where you're affecting the best two movies. Like, ugh. Even with Star Wars, like it kind of affects the original movies too. Like, oh my god, this generation sucks, man. They're just ruining everything. At least in the 2010s, was mainly getting like remakes, so it's not like they're ruining what came before it. But late 2010s to now, they're just ruining everything that was once good. What are they gonna do, man? It's a ruined franchise now. I think as I accept this game, like I can go back to the original game and enjoy it. Just like I did with Dark Fate, I accepted that movie existed, but I can still enjoy the original two movies still. Yeah. Same with Star Wars. Yeah. I just hate these people who think. Oh, I just hate bringing that up anyway, because it's such a stupid way to think. Like, people don't even think that way anymore. And if you think about it, it was never really that way. Or maybe in a long time ago, but it's like they don't realize that they already have these great female characters in games and movies, but I don't know. I just don't know what they was thinking. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking, man. The director of Star Wars and the director of Last of Us, and then the one in Terminator, like, I don't understand why he went woke because oh, it's just dumb, man. Just this Abby character. Oh my god, she didn't really need to exist. I just wish I could just snap her out of existence, really, and that would fix the entire game. It actually would, but I don't know what the story would be then. I couldn't even think what the story could be. I know, like, when it was getting closer and closer, like, it's gonna be about revenge, but who's gonna die? Like, is it gonna be Dina or I don't want it to be Joe because if they do it in the wrong way, like, it's gonna damage everything. And I guess I was right. It was Joel because I was thinking, are they really gonna kill Joel? And because if they do it in the wrong way, they're just gonna ruin everything, man. Because if you're gonna kill a huge character like that, you need to do it the right way, like how Telltale did with Lee Everett, like that amazing character. When they decided to kill him off, they did it the right way. There's some epic sacrifice while trying to save Clementine. And then on this, they just made Joel like an idiot. Like he's been surviving in the apocalypse for over 20 years, and he becomes so clumsy, like not even careful. Like what? This game's so dumb. And then by the end, if when Ellie finally finds Abby, and she decides to spare her. Awesome, like yeah. I just wanted her dead for everything she'd done. It wasn't gonna fix the game anyway, but yeah. Also, what I was saying about Dina, about her character getting ruined, and how she says like something about John Jesse that should just move on, like and stuff. But Tommy, which oh my god, when I thought he died, like I just got so pissed. Like it was just ruining everything. When I thought Tommy died, oh my god, I was so mad. I went to throw my controller and just cry, but I didn't cry. Like that was a moment where I just like 1 out of 10, and then having to fight Ellie. Like I don't want to be doing this, man. Like You should just see me when I was doing that, man. I didn't use my mic, so if I'm even gonna upload the rest, I just find Ellie like, how did it come to this? Just imagine the original team doing this. Like, also, I rewatched that episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You know, it's a really funny show. It's like one of my favorite comedy shows. Like, there's basically in the first episode, there's basically this fictional movie series, and then at the like in the movie they decide to kill off the big character and try to replace the character with someone else. And then like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia crew, leak the movie, which what happens with The Last of Us, really, and you know how fans reacted to that. And then like once the movie was leaked, like it was getting like bad reviews before the movie even came out. So it basically changed the story and fixed everything, and that's in the TV show. And on Always Sunny in Philadelphia, this fictional movie was leaked because they basically got to see the movie before it came out, like how people got to play The Last of Us 2 before it came out, and then all the bad reviews were coming early. And then the leaks, like I stayed away from the leaks. Like I wish I didn't know, because the game just turned out being the worst game I've ever played. Yeah, it was all pointless. Yeah, man, and yeah, Abby. I don't even know what else to say about her now. As you can tell, while I was playing the game, I was purposely getting killed. A lot of the time, I was just getting killed anyway, but there's the moments where you're able to tell where I'm purposely getting killed. Because she killed Joel, the best video game character ever, so I'm also gonna do that. Because I also found out that she lives as well from my friend, which I don't really care about spoilers, but still, just knowing that I had to get the game out of the way. And then seeing even worse things happen, it's bad enough she's gonna live. Just everything else that's happening as well. Ugh. And then her, like, some of her storyline being a waste of time, like, when she's trying to save Yawa, she goes in this place, we see this thing that just came straight out of Resident Evil, this creature, like, I was kind of surprised with that creature. But still, it's like they're trying to make it into a Resident Evil hero or something, like, what the hell? Because basically, like, Yawa gets hurt really bad, and, she's trying to get some medicine to help her, and have to amputate her arm. And they basically save her. Well, Abby saves her, but then Isaac, who turns against Abby, wants her dead. I don't even know the exact reason really. Does that have something to do with Owen, her boyfriend, which all that stuff, man, with them, and then that scene with them together. Ugh. Oh my god, I just couldn't care about them two. And then her dad, like, fuck off, not okay. Making her dad's death more emotional than Joel's death. Like, what the fuck? Because they just move on from Joel's death so fast. I just want to end this review now, man. There was a lot more I wanted to talk about, but I just want to be done. I'm also going to check if you guys have said if you want to see the rest of the game. But just letting you know, I didn't really talk in the rest of the videos, so. And there's like one cutscene which will be missing where Yawa gets killed by Isaac. And stuff, yeah, that happens. And you'll see him getting chased and all that. Which I feel sorry for Nev, I guess. She lost her sister and her mother, and basically that whole storyline was a waste of time. That I'd be like, those 2 chapters were basically a waste of time. While she's trying to save them, her friends getting killed by Ellie and Tommy. Oh yeah, the director's face is actually in the game. The one who spits on Joel. He gets sniped by Tommy afterwards. Yeah, I like that. God, it's like that shows that the director didn't even care about Joel, like having his face in the game and he spits on Joel. Like, what the fuck? And yeah, I don't normally swear on this channel, but this game. Yeah, I need a week break, man. I'm just happy to get my PC tomorrow, but I'm probably not gonna do gaming with it until next week or 4 or 5 days at the most. I just need some time to get back into gaming. Yeah. I was also supposed to review the X-Men movies, like continue reviewing them, like with X-Men 2, but yeah. I'll get back to it eventually. And the 100, yeah. There's a lot I need to catch up on. What was supposed to be uploaded on this channel this week or last week. Is there anything else? Ellie? What can I even say about Ellie? We didn't really get to see a grief for Joel. Like, her trying to get revenge. I guess I was behind that because I needed something to motivate me. And Dina, like, I liked how she helped at the beginning, and then, Jesse helps, and then we're trying to find Tommy, because, he just lost his brother, so he wants revenge, innit? Then, oh yeah, Dina, like, she basically, well, I already said, and by the time, Ellie gets back and she's spared Abby and all that, like, Dina and the baby's already gone, which, Dina, like, we found out she was pregnant. And that's at the same time that Dina finds out that Ellie's immune. I don't know if she went back to Maria and them, like Tommy's wife. Like, it makes sense if she went back there. Because at the end of the game, there was a note, but I didn't really read it because I just wanted the game to be over. It was. Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. I just can't believe they failed this game. Yeah, man. Ghost of Tsushima, just don't be this bad. Because this game's so bad that all my top 10 games are now average or good, great games. Like Resident Evil 6 is a great game, Tekken 7 is a great game, which, if you're a long time follower, like, I actually had that game on my channel and I deleted it because I just hated how it just ruined the franchise for me. But I feel like I could play that game now, even though it'd still be my least favorite Tekken game, but I'm not gonna hate it now. And GTA, like, the reason I didn't like GTA 5's story is because the characters are not that good, and it just felt like a parody, like Saints Row the Third. It feels like a parody of Saints Row. But yeah, all those games, like, I can actually play now without feeling bad about playing them on my channel, because this game just, wow, it's so bad. I'd rather play E.T. the game than this. White Hell Retribution, Halo 5 Guardians, which is the worst Halo game, and just it's the main reason why I left Xbox. Because that's still a bad game. Which if, I don't know. Would I even go back to that game anyway? But yeah, because if you look at my top 10 games, like, I mean top 10 worst games, I don't know, like, a lot of those games now are not even bad games. Which I guess E.T. and White Hell, I guess they're bad games, but I don't really care that they're bad games. Like, because they're not gonna really bother me anymore. I don't know. I'm just trying to explain how bad this game is to me now. From starting from, oh my god, I'm really enjoying this game, to disappointing, to average, to the worst game I've ever played. Like, just that whole transition throughout me playing the game these last 5-6 days. Oh my god. I'm just gonna end it. So yeah, this is the last video for 5 to 7 days. I'm just happy I have my PC now, so I can stream way better games. Just, I'm gonna be playing classics and everything. It'll just make me feel so much better, and I can move on from this game. And eventually, this game will be a waste of my mind. And I just hope this game does bad later on. Like, people realize how bad it is. I'm not blinded by, I don't know, the gameplay and stuff, because the story is awful. I'm just gonna end it here. Because I don't know what else I can talk about, really. But yeah, thanks for watching this review. If you don't agree, that's okay. But yeah, I'm just not going to talk about this game anymore. I can't even watch people play it. I might still like the video if you're playing it, but I just can't watch it because this game's just so bad. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'll see you later, guys.